Okay, today we're going to look at one of my favorite features in Excel. It's called conditional formatting. So what that does is it automatically highlights certain cells based off criteria that you enter in. So this is really helpful just to give you a visual effect of some of the data you're looking at, or it also helps speed up the process as far as or avoiding to have to do manual highlighting of cells. So I see that a lot. People will go in and they'll look at maybe like quantity of items on each line, and if it's lower than a certain number, go through and highlight each one individually. And obviously that's going to take some time, and you may miss a couple along the way. So conditional formatting takes care of all that. So what I've got here is I've got some accounts I just made up with locations and their expiration date. So what I'm going to do first is use conditional formatting to highlight the states that equal Alabama. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to highlight cell D right here, and then I'm going to click on conditional formatting. And remember, you're got to be on the home tab to see it. So if you're somewhere else like on view or any other tab, you're not going to see it. So if you don't see it on yours, check that first to make sure you're on the home tab. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and click on conditional formatting, and we want to go to highlight cell rules, and it's going to be equal to right here. So go ahead and select that, and we want to format cells that are equal to AL. And as you see, before I even click OK, it automatically highlights those cells with a light red fill and dark red text. So you can change it if you want. If you don't like that look, that's just the default option, but you have other features in here like yellow fill with dark yellow text, and then you see the others. You can also customize it if you don't like any of those. So maybe you don't want to do a light red fill with dark red text and you don't like any of these here. Maybe you want to bold the states that are Alabama. So you can go to custom format, and if we want to do bold, you see right here, you just click on that. Click OK, and it changes it to bold lettering instead. And click OK. Other thing you can do that or use conditional formatting for is the dates. So that's why I have that expiration date column here. If we want to highlight cells that are that have dates prior to today to show that their contracts have expired, we can do the exact same thing. So we're going to select column E and then go back to conditional formatting. Highlight cell rules. Instead of using equal to, this time we're going to use less than. So go ahead and select that. And we want to format cells that are less than. And so today is February 21st, 2016. So if I enter in February 21st, 2016, it'll highlight the cells correctly. Let me just go ahead and do that. So you see anything before February 21st is highlighted in red. That's nice, but tomorrow, being February 22nd, it's still going to have that same February 21st rule in there. So we don't want to use an actual date. What we'll do instead is, and this is also a function you can use to type in a cell to populate today's current date, but what you just need to do is equal today, and then open and close parentheses. And so it's going to highlight anything prior to today. And the nice thing about this function is today is February 21st, but tomorrow, if you open it tomorrow, it's automatically going to look at anything prior to February 22nd. So that's a neat little feature about using that. And then so now we've got our conditional formatting for expiration date. And you see, since I selected the entire column, it also highlighted all the cells below there, just because it's a null value, so it's going to populate it, or it's going to consider that meeting the format. But if I were to go in here and enter in a different date, let's do 3/1/2016 again, then it gets rid of it. But if you want to get rid of the formatting here, you can just highlight all the cells down there, and then clear rules from selected cells, and then it changes it. So that's conditional formatting. Again, it's a really helpful feature. Hope it helps you, and thanks for watching.